Hi guys, welcome back. So today's video is all about Demure fall fashion, and I know the word Demure is having a big moment currently, and if you've not seen Jules LeBron's TikTok videos, then you just got to. They are the best things. But beyond the current TikTok trend, there is definitely a movement towards more refined style for the coming colder months, a slightly more kind of elegant style, and just generally embracing ladylike fashion. So today I thought I would round up the key elements of this trend, hopefully giving you a lot of outfit inspiration for the coming season. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's get started. So one of my favorite ways to embrace this trend is tonal dressing, and as you can see, I'm kind of a fan of it, but it's become really popular in the past few years, and it's mainly become so popular because it is so timeless. You know, this is nothing new, but it's just such an easy way to achieve a truly elegant look without being too complicated to figure out. You know, tonal dressing is all about mixing and matching very similar colors to achieve a very cohesive look, and it never fails. It's just the easiest hack to do. So today I have here this beautiful camel skirt, which is very kind of retro in vibes, but it still feels very fresh because of how flattering the fit and the cut is. It does come with its own little belt as well, which I absolutely love, and I just teamed it with a camel cashmere sweater just to kind of really match those brown tonal elements. And then when the weather does get a little bit colder, you can add on a coat. My favorite style is still the wrap style, but a tailored coat would work just as well. Again, in the same color family. And the trick here is not to have everything exactly the same shade and tone. You really want to have slight variations just for a little bit of interest, but still within that same color family, just to make everything look very cohesive. When it comes to shoes, I absolutely embrace suede shoes when it comes to the colder months, just because it's such a beautiful way of adding texture to your outfits, and it always just adds a little bit of interest and richness, even if the rest of your outfit is fairly simple. This beautiful skirt is from Goelia, who are nice enough to partner with me on this video, and in terms of really embracing this trend and having so many beautiful new arrivals, like Goelia is well worth checking out. They have so many stunning pieces for the new season. I do have quite a few of them in today's video, so I will make sure to link everything up in the description section if you did want to check anything out. Goelia were nice enough to give me a discount code for you guys as well, so you can take $10 off your purchase, and there is no minimum spend required. So if just one piece caught your eye, then you can use that off that, and if you spend $169, then you can get $20 off. So I will pop all the discount code details in the description section along with the time frames, but it's definitely a good one if something did catch your eye. And my next outfit is an all-white tonal look, and again, the colors do not need to match exactly here in order to work together well. So my top is actually a really pretty ivory color. It actually has a hint of sparkle running through it, so it's super pretty while still being very, very wearable for day. And then my trousers are actually a stark white, so definitely not the same exact shade, but because they're all part of that same family, it still works together and still looks very intentional. I did go ahead and punctuate the look with a black belt just to add a little bit of definition to my waist, but you can definitely skip that if you wanted to, and you can also swap out any color belt that you choose. I think a tan belt would also work beautifully. I just went for black right here just for the added contrast. And this is the whole look. So incredibly simple, but still very elegant, very timeless, and so unbelievably easy to throw together. The top is just the prettiest thing. It is also insanely comfortable as well. It has a ton of stretch to it, and it has this really lovely kind of gradient see-through effect right there on the neckline. Very subtle, but it just adds a little bit of extra detailing just to make it feel a little bit more special. I do think you could wear this fully dressed up with a skirt. I think it would look lovely. I think it would also really work with a pair of jeans. I really like it with a pair of trousers. Almost gives kind of Katharine Hepburn vibes. Very elegant, very chic, and just a little bit different. And then if you did need a little bit more coverage, I think a white blazer works so nicely on top. Really elegant and easygoing, keeping it in that same color family. And then when it does get a little bit colder, you can definitely just add on a neutral coat as well. My next outfit is an all navy look, and I feel like all navy looks are a little bit less commonplace than your all black looks, all camel or all white, but I absolutely love a good all navy outfit. I feel like they can be so easy to wear, very, very flattering as well, and just a little bit different than your usual suspects in terms of colors. So in terms of my outfit, it could not get more simple. I literally just have here a cashmere crew neck, a pair of navy trousers, and then I did team it with my navy pumps. And that's the whole look. But even though it's very simple, because it is that tonal effect of having all one color, I do feel like it's very chic, it's very pulled together, and very versatile as well. And then you can obviously determine how far you actually want to take this. You can do a contrasting coat. I think a camel coat would work beautifully. But if you really did want to stick to that all tone look, then you can definitely add on a navy coat. And for me, I don't think it's too much. I think it just works together beautifully without having to think too much about the individual pieces. The coat is from S. Max Mara, and I absolutely love this thing. I've spoken about it many times before, but it's pieces like this that I really do believe in the value of investing in something high quality, because it can just see through for so many years. You know, I've had this one for, I think it's 3, maybe going on 4 years now. It still looks good as new, but it's probably my most worn coat that I own. The quality is next level. I feel like the fit and cut is really there. And also, more importantly, it just brings me so much joy to wear. Like, I absolutely love this thing, which is why I do have it in 2 other colors, which may seem completely crazy, but when I know I really get my use out of something, I'm happy to get it in other colors. And I just love this. I feel like it looks really great with just a simple pair of trousers, but it looks equally good with a dress, with jeans, you know, it kind of does it all. And yeah, I just love things like this, especially items that I know make getting dressed easier. For me, they are worth every single penny. And then I did want to share with you the outfit with a slightly more casual shoe option. So I just have my Sambas here, and Sambas are great because whilst I love my Veas, they do have a little bit more of a platform, whereas Sambas are actually very flat. So in some ways they're a lot easier to style with a more formal outfit that you do just want to make a little bit more casual. And these are great. Obviously sneakers are about as comfortable as you can get, but because you do have that tonal element, I feel like the outfit still looks quite smart and pulled together, even when you are going for a more casual shoe option. The next way to embrace this trend is through lace, and I absolutely love a touch of lace, particularly with the new pieces that we're seeing for autumn winter. I felt like previously a lot of lace pieces could feel a little bit too lingerie-esque, whereas the pieces that we're seeing for the upcoming season, I feel like they're very grown up, very sophisticated, and there's not even a hint of lingerie about them. One such piece is this gorgeous skirt, which I just think is the prettiest thing. I love a good A-line skirt because for me, it's just the quintessentially flattering shape. It cinches you in at the waist, flares out beautifully, creates a lot of balance, and is also just so much fun to wear. This one has a beautiful overlay, so it is fully lined and you have that little overlay bit at the bottom there, so you get a hint of that lace aspect as well as all over the body. But I just think it adds a beautiful little detail to the rest of the skirt, and I am just so in love with this. So I'm at the moment teaming it with a simple short sleeve sweater. Obviously when it gets a bit colder you could also do a full length sweater as well. I have cinched it in with a little belt too, and I just think this is absolutely gorgeous. Just slip on a little coat on top and I think you're good to go. Really, really elegant and just such a beautiful way to wear lace. And the beautiful thing about a skirt like this is just how easily it can transition from day to night. So I literally just swapped out my top here. So instead of a more covered up sweater, I went for something that showed just a little bit more skin. And then I swapped out my belt for a slightly thinner version, just to make the whole look feel a little bit more elegant. And I feel like this would be perfect for even the fanciest dinners. You know, it has a very nice clean silhouette. It's very striking, whilst also being an all black look. So very, very versatile as well. I just love this black top. I feel like it's so striking, very different from everything else I have, which is something considering I'm a huge fan of black tops and I have a lot of different versions in my wardrobe. This I just think is beautiful. It's almost kind of sculptural in its neckline. It shows a little bit of shoulder without being an off the shoulder number, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I think it'll look good with so many different outfits, but I do particularly like it with this black skirt. I just think it's a really, really elegant look. And then as a little sidebar, I did want to share another way of wearing this top, because as I'm getting more in-person meetings now, I'm trying to look over the pieces that I get into my wardrobe, seeing how many of them can actually do double duty. And I think this top is a perfect example of that, because yes, you can wear it in your free time, either as a full-on casual top, you know, maybe with a pair of jeans, or otherwise as a full-on dress-up look. But I also think it works beautifully as part of a workwear outfit too. So I have here just a very simple look. I'm utilizing the same pencil skirt from earlier, cinched in with a little belt, and I think it creates a very clean silhouette, very work appropriate because you are still covering your shoulders. I think it's just a really nice elegant piece with pieces that you can actually repurpose a multitude of different ways. Can we just talk for a second about how insanely beautiful this dress is? It's just what dreams are made of. So it does have a very structured top, and you have that beautiful lace element all the way through. You have a very, very flattering collar, and you even have these little button details, and the attention to detail on it is absolutely incredible. And then on the bottom half, you have this amazing flowy skirt, which really helps to soften out the structure of the top. It is so lovely, so easy to wear as well. Even though it looks like a two-piece, it is actually a one-piece dress. It just zips up there on the side, super flattering, and it is just the most dreamy thing. It does also come in black as well if you do prefer your darker colours. But I thought this was lovely. I feel like it looks way more expensive than it actually was as well. And yeah, I am just completely in love with this design. For accessories, I do think you can go really minimal because I just feel like the dress does all the talking. But I did add in my belt here for a little bit of added definition. I went with my Saint Laurent one mainly because it's the only white belt that I have, but I do think a no brown one would work equally well. And then because the look is so ladylike, I did just go for my Lady Dior, which I think just kind of completes the look. And I do just have my very simple suede pumps and just the perfect way to incorporate the lace trend for fall. Next up are monochrome looks, and I love a good monochrome look because often the best looks are created just from basics you probably already have in your wardrobe, just teamed together to create a very striking and actually quite bold look, even though the individual items are usually quite simple. My favorite is a good black and white look, so I have here my black trousers and I've teamed it with this gorgeous black and white striped cardigan. I love a good striped cardigan. I think they're so classic and timeless, a little bit French inspired, and I just adore them. This one is so nice because it kind of has lady jacket vibes, but it still has all the wearability and ease of a proper sweater. Very, very comfortable to wear. You actually have a little bit of a sequin thread running all the way throughout as well. So it gives it just a little bit more dimension while still making it very wearable for day. And I just think it's gorgeous. It has two little pockets right there on the front, as well as this gorgeous button detail and a slightly curved hem as well. Super cute. I feel like this would look good with everything from a nice pair of jeans right through to trousers. And I just feel like it's the cutest little cardigan, perfect for the transitional season as well. Before it gets really cold, you can absolutely layer it under a proper coat, but just by itself while the weather is turning, I think it's just perfect. And then also sharing how it looks with a pair of white trousers. And I am a huge fan of white all year round, but especially when it comes to this kind of weird transitional season where it feels like everyone's talking about autumn, but the weather is still really mild outside. We still get a lot of sunny days, the temperature isn't cold, so I don't want to be going into overly dark colors too early, just because I know I have many months of that ahead of me. So for me, I like to embrace white while I can, especially when it's not too cold. So I think this is a really nice way of embracing some autumn vibes with, the black and white stripe and also the textural elements, while still keeping it light enough for the end of summer with some white trousers. I just love this. It almost has kind of nautical vibes to it, and I'm fully okay with that. I think that can be very, very classic, and just nice to embrace the lighter colors while we still can. If you wanted to carry the monochrome look through to the office, I think something like this is so perfect and just such a great way to make a statement while still feeling fairly fashion forward, even if you don't work in a fashion industry. I just love the combo of this. So I've just gone for this beautiful black and white top, and I've just teamed it with a very simple pencil skirt just to keep the whole look feeling very sleek with a very, very nice silhouette. The top is absolutely stunning. So it does have a very slight puff sleeve, nothing too exaggerated, but just enough to add a little bit of interest. It's a rib top, so there is a ton of stretch. It is extremely comfortable, and you have these beautiful pearl details on the buttons right here, as well as this fantastic collar trim. It is so smart and so chic. I think it would work beautifully as part of a casual outfit too, just really nice with a simple pair of jeans, but as part of a more formal outfit, I think it works beautifully also. The top is from Goelia, and the skirt is also from Goelia too, and it is just the quintessential pencil skirt. It is incredibly soft, there is a ton of stretch, but it also just hugs your curves in all the right places and is so incredibly flattering. I think together it creates a really striking look. I just love how bold it is while still being very appropriate for work. My next monochrome look is a black and white one on the bottom. So for the top, I just have a sweat top. I love sweat tops, and I never used to, but I've been a total convert over the last few years. I find them super versatile, very, very useful as well, especially around this time of year when you want to incorporate those textural elements, but you don't want anything that's too bulky and heavy, especially when the weather is quite mild. So something like this is absolutely perfect, but when it does get a bit colder, you can obviously swap it out for a longer sleeve sweater. And then I do just have here my trusty white trousers. I've cinched it all in with a black belt, teamed with my suede flats, just again to introduce that textural element. And it's just super simple, but still quite striking because you do have that black and white element, but it's also so easy to throw together because you're not dealing with conflicting patterns and colorways. And I just am forever a fan of monochrome looks for that reason. The next way of incorporating this trend is through lady jackets, and lady jackets are back for another year, and I'm not upset about it. Like, I love lady jackets so much because you can literally be wearing a pair of jeans, a simple tank or bodysuit, pop over a lady jacket on top, and it just instantly completely transforms the whole look into something that's so much more elegant. This beautiful jacket is also from Goelia. They do the most stunning jackets. They fit perfectly, are very well made, they're all fully lined, and they just kind of have that right crop fit without being too trendy or out there. This one also does have that beautiful subtle sequin detail running all the way throughout. Still very appropriate for day, but it just adds a little bit of dimension to an otherwise simple black jacket. And I just think it is stunning and so sharp and elegant. I have kept the look very simple. I added in my two-tone pumps because I love these things and I wear them any chance I can, but you could absolutely get away with a normal pair of pumps, and then just added in my Louis Vuitton Capucine bag for a really elegant look, which is still essentially just jeans and a tank top, but it's just made a little bit more elegant and special with the addition of the jacket and the accessories. One of my favorite ways to wear lady jackets is to team it with a nice pair of tailored trousers, and even though you are teaming two tailored pieces together, if you do match it with a pair of flats or sneakers, it does still have a very effortless vibe, even though it does still look very smart. The cut of this jacket is also perfect for wearing with higher waisted items, and it is just little touches like that that really go the extra mile in making your outfit feel so intentional and well thought out, even though it takes no time at all to put together an outfit like this. So I'm a huge fan of just easygoing outfits that still look and feel incredibly elegant. Now, I will say that just because it's demure fashion, it doesn't mean it has to be dull fashion, especially if you like color. You know, just because we're going into the autumn winter months doesn't mean that you have to quit color completely. And certainly while it still is very, very mild, I'm fully planning on wearing my blue lady jacket, which has just been a firm favorite for me ever since I got it. You know, I wore it during spring, summer, and I'm fully planning on wearing it while I can. This has absolutely just been one of my favorite wardrobe items this year. It is so stunning, fully lined, beautiful weave button detailing as well. And it's just so sharp and elegant. It looks good with everything. I've teamed this with shorts, I've teamed it with jeans. Like, it's just one of those pieces that does go with everything. And I can't get enough. I know so many of you have bought this as well, and I hope you will love it as much as I do, but it is just the most dreamy thing. So I have gone all black with the rest of my outfit, but I have also teamed this jacket with an all white outfit as well. I tend to go pretty simple with the rest of my look, just to keep the main focus on the jacket, because it's not a bold pop of color, but I do think it's so special looking that actually the whole outfit works better if you keep everything else very simple. And I just think it works beautifully as the main star of the show. I've gotten so much wear out of this jacket. I just don't seem to tire of it. It's just so elegant, and it really does just elevate any look. And then last but not least are tan accessories, and for me this is just such an easy hack to achieve an instantly more timeless and classic look. And again, the goal here isn't to be exactly matchy with all the exact same tones. You can definitely play around with different shades as long as they're in the same color family, and you can go full on matchy with your bag, belt and shoes. For me, I tend to just focus on two items, and if my shoes match, that's a bonus, but my go-to at the moment is just a belt and a bag match. It works really beautifully, so easy to coordinate, and it will go with a whole host of different outfits just to instantly elevate whatever you're wearing. And I alluded to this before, but whilst it's really nice to have contrasting matching accessories with, you know, a tan bag and a belt or maybe some shoes, actually if you did just want to have one tan accent to your outfit, I think it works beautifully as well, especially as mentioned previously with an all-tone look. I think it can be a really, really nice addition that really stands out while still feeling very neutral, very classic and very wearable. I do have my Totem T-Lock bag here, and this has been such a firm favorite for me, and as much as I'm planning on wearing it during the colder months, it's actually been such a huge favorite for me over spring, summer too. It's really versatile, it goes with so many different outfits, it's a decent size too, and I love the fact that you can wear it with a longer strap, but you can also convert it to a clutch too. And I just love bags that are fully versatile and also very functional too. And for the price point, I just think this is a stunning quality that really does look the part as well. So that wraps up this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, you found it useful. I will make sure to link everything up in the description section. If you have any questions for me, then leave me a comment down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.